E aí pessoal, bem-vindo ao canal do SrMeGustaGames. E hoje vamos começar o último episódio do The Wolf Among Us, galera. Então eu tô muito ansioso pra ver o final desse game, o que vai ocorrer. Vamos dar aqui um jogar. Então vamos lá, iniciar o episódio O Choro do Lobo. Pessoal, é o último episódio aqui, pelo menos dessa primeira temporada. Não sei se vai ter outra temporada. E vamos começar, provavelmente vai ser uns 3, 4 vídeos esse episódio. Vamos lá, iniciar o episódio. Ok, carregando. Tá, vamos lá.
You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Nope. Eu até tentei ser bonzinho até aqui. Fé. Ok. A falsa branca.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
Caraca, velho.
We're destroying the tree. No!
Eu não destruí a árvore.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Maldito. Bala de prata.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Oh.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Eu quero ver o que esse cara quer falar comigo agora, mano. Vai começar o 5º episódio. Telltale Games apresenta uma história de Telltale. Caraca, velho. Ansioso demais por esse último episódio. The Wolf Among Us. O último episódio. O Choro do Lobo. Vamos lá. Episódio 5, O Choro do Lobo. Finalmente, episódio 5. Os outros apareciam.
Come a long way. You must be tired.
Covil do Homem Torto.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Maldito, tá com uma arma de bala de prata.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
Com o cara apontando uma...
Do you want a drink? Something to eat?
No, thanks.
Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
Ok.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now.
Só que não, né?
Aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't
Maldito.
waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the pudding and pie.
Isso.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
I know you did it.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I wish you had me dead to rights. I really do. For your own sake. But no, I didn't kill anyone.
Você tá me ameaçando, é isso, meu irmão? Você tá louco?
I'm telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business? You're gonna tell me right now who killed him?
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Como não?
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Lê, meu amigo.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than
That's
a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Maldito, por que você matou?
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down, now.
Vocês têm medinho dele, né?
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
Você a
What do
matou.
you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get the
are?
fuck out of here.
Caraca, velho, o que tá acontecendo?
Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
Ok.
I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Caraca. Blood Mary, velho. Eu quero socar essa guria, velho. Eu quero muito bater nela.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Hora de bater numas pessoas.
Take this.
Toma ele, trouxa.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Eu quero bater em você primeiro.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you.
Vou matar todos vocês, velho. Mané.
This way.
Cara, eu vou arrancar a cabeça desse bicho, velho. Caraca, velho, começou com tudo, hein? O começo do fim.
Shit.
I know.
Por que você tá protegendo ele, filha da mãe? Haha, mas nem lascando. Eu sou o lobo mau, esqueceu? Caraca, velho. Tá, tem um lobo correndo na porcaria dos ônibus. Caraca, velho.
Fuck, what was that?
Ok, estou aqui. Eu quero pegar esse filho da mãe aqui primeiro.
Take him off!
I can't.
Filha da mãe.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Ah, George, eu quero arrancar suas tripas pra fora, meu amigo. Quero dar uma olhada nessa porcaria aqui antes.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Oh,
E aí? Qual é que é, mano?
Shit.
Quero brincar um pouquinho com vocês.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Por que você tá protegendo ele?
Want to protect this guy? You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered?
Of course it does. Those girls.
So it's all my fucking fault then. You fucking. You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to. You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty.
Então você matou elas.
To take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
Você vai preso.
Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die.
Como assim?
You still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
Promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're
Caraca, velho.
How could you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea.
Caraca, velho. Mano, que fita é essa?
This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point.
Mas por que você não libertava elas?
Showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't
can...
talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life.
Caraca, velho, o que você vai fazer?
Different here. But it's all the fucking
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian,
Ela vai se matar.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them.
Caraca, mano.
I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Fuck,
no,
man.
No. Why'd you have to do that, Vivian?
Agora eu entendi.
Vivian.
Damn it!
Caraca, velho.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Eu vou matar esse maldito.
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Nossa.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Não, ele não vai se lembrar.
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends.
Caraca, velho.
Just make it quick.
Vamos matar ele, vai morrer de qualquer jeito.
Right, Georgie.
Cacete, velho. Agora eu entendi. Simplesmente se tirava a fita do pescoço e ela morria. Cara, eu vou atrás desse homem torto, velho. Eu quero matá-lo, mas muito fortemente. Caraca. Shepherd Metalworks. Eu vou andar um pouco mais, galera. Qualquer coisa, se o vídeo ficar muito comprido, eu corto ele em pedaços, tá? Sem eu encerrar ele. Vamos lá. Tá aberto. A gente é o lobo mau, mano. Vamos lá. Eu acho que aqui o bicho vai pegar, hein.
So this is where they've been sending these.
O bagulho acendeu sozinho, velho. Porcaria é essa?
Big Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Nossa, eu quero bater tanto nessa mulher. É tipo assim, não é pouco não que eu quero bater nela, eu quero bater muito nela, velho.
You used to be something. They used to fear you. shivering bodies would fit.
O que é essa roda? Eu não lembro o que é essa roda aí. Acho que é pra cá, né? Bala de prata.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Nossa, eu quero arrancar a cabeça dela, velho.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man.
Filha da mãe.
Punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Nossa, tomei na cara. Tome na cara, vadia. Ih, mas como que ela desaparece, velho? Tem algum segredo? Ela é rápida. Não se esqueça de quem eu sou, vadia. Como não acertou, velho? Cara, eu tô com muita vontade de arrancar a cabeça dela fora, velho. Ah, agora ela me acertou. A hora que fica vermelho quer dizer que ela me acertou.
Come out and face me.
Ó, quem vê a gente tem medo de você. É, doeu um pouquinho. Mas eu ainda sou o lobo, velho. Não, o Bigby. Vamos conversar uma coisa, tá? Chega aí, guri. Agora eu quero brincar com você. What the fuck, man? Quantas vadias, velho? Agora ferrou. Caraca, eu tô apanhando muito ainda. Caraca! É, agora o bicho pegou. Eu só acho que o bicho pegou pra vocês. Vocês estão fugindo, ou é impressão minha? Que isso aqui? Eu vou dar um Hadouken? Ah, é o sopro dele. Oi? O que você vai fazer? Tacar um espelho em mim? Vadia. Morre! Demônio! Pisa na cabeça dela, pisa! Cara, acho que fazia muito tempo que ele não se transformava. O próximo é você, garoto.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Muito.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow
O que é isso?
wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Eu tô falando pra
There's no
vocês.
reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Será?
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
Ele já tá morto.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Cara, eu não tô querendo levar ele, velho.
Seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Só pra você ficar ligeiro, tá? Fica ligeiro antes de você fazer qualquer besteira, vacilão.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Filha da mãe.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
God.
Motherfucker.
Muita calma aí, galera.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck
Calma aí,
did you
galera.
get
Muita
off?
calma, muita
You think you have
calma.
the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
E por que tá todo mundo aqui?
You should be ashamed. Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the
Okay.
rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss
Eu
White.
queria matar
Let
ele.
her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
And providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking
vai se lascar.
That's
So
right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the fuck? You're really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Ok.
Ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Oh, shit.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
Sim,
I
imagino.
never authorized such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
You say?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Então onde você arruma o dinheiro? Isso que eu queria saber.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means...
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
Caraca,
You know
velho.
why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life.
Caraca,
you would
velho.
go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Que eu salvei a árvore dela. Velho, eu sabia que não era pra queimar aquela árvore dela.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just...
Oh,
of course
fuck.
that's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
The laws apply when we need them.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Caraca,
Who was
velho.
there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you
Okay,
take a moment
pode falar.
to catch your breath a little
What's
while?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up.
Yahoo!
You enslaved
Toma-lhe.
us for years. Let us hear stories about
Sabia
what
que ela
you
ia
do.
aparecer,
Told us we
velho.
would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't...
Ela era a primeira.
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Falou, mané.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
You take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
Look, Snow should decide what we do with her. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
Caraca,
What
velho.
about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Sabia que ia sobrar.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Eu não vou matar ele, velho. Já matei muita pessoa hoje.
Sheriff, do what you think is right.
everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Maldito, velho. Não. Falou, mané.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
Sim. Falou, mané.
I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Eu não matei ninguém, pelo amor de Deus. Vocês não vão começar a falar que eu matei a pessoa também, né? Que tem que vocês falam que eu bati num dos irmãos dos Twiddles. Apartamentos luxuosos de Woodlands. Cara, será que você vai conseguir dormir finalmente?
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Quem vai pra fazenda, será, hein?
This fucking line.
Caraca, velho.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
O que tá acontecendo, mano?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Fuck, man, o que tá acontecendo? Parece que vai chover. Mas por que o sapo tá indo?
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
O que aconteceu?
Fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Eu tenho dinheiro, velho, eu não consigo.
Holding up. I know this isn't ideal for you. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Cara, eu tô com dinheiro no bolso, por que eu não posso dar meu dinheiro pra eles?
Give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God,
Caraca, velho.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but we'll look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
Cara, eu só queria dar o dinheiro.
It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Caraca, velho.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Então conta o que acontece.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good.
Certo.
But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Eita.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Caraca.
So Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Caraca!
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you...
Cacete, velho. Agora que eu entendi.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Se você tá dizendo, né? Assim eu espero.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Nossa, do mesmo jeito que a Fé falou.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Eu acho que ela é a Fé. Caraca, velho! Eu acho que ela era a Fé. Vocês, 68% dos players matou o George. Vocês, 89% deixaram ele vivo. Vocês, 38% jogaram ele no ultimo, mas ele tinha 3, né? Então a gente não tem como saber quanto que é os outros, né? São 3, tinha 3 coisas pra gente fazer. Você, 98% aceitou o presente. Beleza. Bom, galera, mas é isso. Então concluímos aí mais uma série. Terminamos o episódio 5 aqui. Olha só, estatísticas especiais. Se você mentiu pra ele sobre ter visto a Bela lá de fora, você ofereceu proteção ao seu, em seu escritório. Que legal, velho. Você lhe deu um drink quando ele pediu em seu apartamento. Você ajudou ele a escapar da fazenda. Que legal, velho. Bom, galera, então terminamos mais uma série aqui no canal. Gostei muito. A gente fez o 5º episódio em um vídeo só. Foi um só, a gente conseguiu terminar. Acho que foi em um só, né? Eu não lembro. É, foi em um só. Então conseguimos terminar o 5º episódio aqui e terminar a série. Mas provavelmente vai ter a segunda parte. Acredito muito, muito, muito que vai ter a segunda parte. A segunda temporada do The Wolf Among Us. Curti demais, muito legal. A segunda temporada do The Walking Dead saiu mais rápido que o do The Wolf. Mas eu espero que a Telltale Games traga a segunda temporada do The Wolf Among Us, porque é muito legal, galera. Eles trouxeram alguns outros jogos aí agora, né? O Game of Thrones, o Borderlands. E eu acredito que eles não deixaram de lado não o The Wolf 2. Espero que não, porque é muito legal a história, é muito, muito legal de se jogar. Eles estão acertando em cheio, nos jogos. Bom, pessoal, então, mas se vocês gostaram, não esqueça de deixar um like aí. Se vocês adoraram, favorite o vídeo. E se é a primeira vez que vocês estão vendo o canal, se inscrevam nele. Não se esqueçam, todas as séries que eu termino aqui, todas as séries que estão correndo no canal, tem a playlist aqui embaixo. Dê uma olhada na playlist aí, que vocês vão ver todos os vídeos, todas as séries aí que estão rolando e que já se encerraram aqui no canal. Se vocês querem acompanhar do início ao fim, acho que assim é um pouquinho mais fácil. Bom, pessoal, então eu vou ficando por aqui então com mais essa série encerrada. Eu fico, meu abraço e um até mais. Fui, pessoal!